In today's tutorial, you will learn how to crochet this beautiful baby star romper. I'll be guiding you step by step, and even if you're an absolute beginner, I guarantee you can make this. I'll guide you step by step, and together we're going to make this. Now this romper is going to fit a baby for 0 to 3 months, and in the course of the tutorial, I'll be guiding you how to make this bigger. Alright, now Shalom Crocheters, welcome to my channel Zero Crochet Outro. And a very big thank you to all of my subscribers and my returning viewers. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my tutorials. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel Zero Crochet Outro. And without further ado, get set all your materials and let's get started. Now commit your works to the Lord and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16 verse 3. Okay, we're going to start working, and something very important, we need to go ahead and gather our squares. I have the full tutorial of the square on my YouTube channel Zero Crochet Out, and I teach you how to make this beautiful style, granny style. And you can see we have 1, 2, 3. After the star we have 3 rounds, right? And this measures, this gives me 9 centimeters. Now in the tutorial that we did, this measured 8 centimeters. This is the hook I used, the 2.5. It is the same tutorial and it's the same hook, but the issue now is that this yarn is a little bit thicker, slightly thicker than the one I used in the tutorial. So that's why you see it gives me 9 centimeters. So it means that the weight of the yarn and the crochet hook can increase or decrease your granny, right? And now this is going to go for the waist, and the small one is going to go for the chest. And the chest is really very tiny. It measures 7 centimeters. Now it is the same granny. It is the same granny. The only difference here is this. Here we did 1, 2, 3 rounds, and here we did just 2 rounds, 1 and 2. So you're going to do the same thing what you're going to do in the tutorial. So for the chest, you're going to make just 2 rounds, except you're doing for a bigger baby. Okay? Yep. So I say you're doing for a bigger baby, but if not, this is just what I did. Now for the chest, we're going to need 2 like this. And for the chest and the back, we're going to need 4 of these small ones. Okay? For the chest and the back, we're going to need 4 of these small ones. And for the front and the back, and for the waist, or the circumference of the waist, and for the waist circumference, we're going to need 10 of these. And I want to mention that the number of grannies depends on your measurement. It depends on your measurement. So I'm going to be needing 10. Good. Now my chest, for me, my chest needs to measure 14 centimeters, and that's just perfect for me. We're going to start joining. We're going to start from the top to the bottom. So we're going to start joining here. And now before you start joining, the square needs to be facing up. So you're going to just close it like this. Alright, you close, and here I have my yarn and my yarn needle. We're going to use one strand to sew it, and in here we have the chain 1 space and the chain 1 space here. Go there, just insert your needle and into the chain 1 space and sew it. Just add that tail. We're going to weave it at the end. Come back in that same space and sew it again. Good. Now we find ourselves on the stitches. We're going to work in both loops. So you're going to grab both loops on this other side and come the other yarn, the same yarn on the other opposite side, and grab both loops and you're going to sew it. Grab both loops this way. You're just going to sew exactly like this until you get where you have the chain one space. And we get here in that chain one space, search a needle and copy it. Good. And here we are done. That's what it gives us. Now you need to secure that tail. Just come back here. Go ahead now, just secure the end of that tail. And we are good to good. Once we get into this chain one space here, in there we're going to make 2 half double crochet. Make 2 half double crochet there. 1 and 2. In that joining space, you're going to make 1 half double crochet. Make 1 half double crochet. 1, just 1. And come this other chain 2 space, and you're going to make 2 half double crochet there. 1 and 2. Yarn over, push. So you work in that first stitch, you go there, you make 1 half double crochet, and then to the next stitch you make 1 half double crochet. You're going to keep on making 1 half double crochet in each stitch, and I'll meet you in this last space here. Okay, so keep on working. Go, and you're going to make 2 exactly like this. So this is going to go for the front, and this is going to go for the back. All right, and this is what we're going to do. I'm going to continue this part with a 2.5. So I'm going to insert my hook in this corner space, and here I have my yarn. Bring it inside and yarn over and just pull it inside. Bring the chain in front, chain 2, 1 and 2, and this chain 2 stand for our first stitch, first half double crochet. In that same chain one space, you're going to make 1 more half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook in that space, and yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull out 3 loops. This is a half double crochet. Now you need to push that stitch so that you can see this first stitch to work in it. Yarn over and go into the first stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through and pull out 3 loops, a half double crochet, yarn over into the next stitch. You're going to make a half double crochet, yarn over into the next stitch to make a half double crochet, yarn over into the next stitch, make a half double crochet. Good. You're going to keep on making half double crochets, and I'm making this chain 1 space here. Good. Once we get into this chain 1 space here, in there we're going to make 2 half double crochet. Make 2 half double crochet there. 1 and 2. In that joining space, you're going to make 1 half double crochet. Make 1 half double crochet. 1, just 1. And come this other chain 2 space, and you're going to make 2 half double crochet there. 1 and 2. Yarn over, push. So you work in that first stitch, you go there, you make 1 half double crochet, and then to the next stitch you make 1 half double crochet. You're going to keep on making 1 half double crochet in each stitch, and I'll meet you in this last space here. Okay, and when you get that last stitch, you're going to that last chain 1 space, you're going to make 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2. Here we go, complete the first row. You're going to start we're going to start in the next row. You're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and turn. And this chain 2 is going to stand for our first half double crochet. So yarn over and come to the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet there, yarn over into the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet, yarn over into the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet. This is everything we're going to make. We're going to go ahead and make 1 half double crochet, and I'll meet you at the end here. You have to work in that last stitch, in that first double crochet, half double crochet. I need to work in that chain 2 space, yarn over and work in that chain 2 space. I've completed row number 2. Alright, now to begin the next row, you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Are going to repeat the same sequence. You're going to come to the next stitch. This is our first stitch, and to the next stitch you're going to make a half double crochet, and into the next stitch you're going to make a half double crochet, and this is going to be my last row. You must remember to work in that chain 2 space, going it like this, and make your last half double crochet, chain 1, and you can fasten up again. You're going to sew that. Now for me, I did a total of 1 2 3 4 5. I did a total of 5 rows here, and I need a total of 10 centimeters. Good. I've achieved my 10 centimeters. Now we're going to move to the next part of our work, and now this is for the waist. We're going to sew it exactly the same way, and but here we have 2 chains here at the corner. So you're going to insert in the first chain and into the first chain, and sew it, and come into the second chain and into the second chain, and sew it. And now I'm going to repeat the same thing now. Good. And this is just the only thing you're going to make. They're going to keep, you see now. And as you're working, you're adding your squares. As you're working, you're adding your squares. As you're working, you're adding your squares. And you're going to take your measurement, and you're going to measure it. And this gives us 44 centimeters. You're going to make 2 identical like this. Alright, like this. And when you're done joining this way, you're going to go ahead and fold it like this and join it also. Right, so continue working, and I'll meet you for the next part of our work. And right now I have already the back part of my work sewn in. I did exactly as I showed you. So after I finished this line, I went ahead and did this line separately, and I just came and joined them. I joined them like this, and you can see we sewed them from behind. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and join this to this. I have 5 squares, and I want this to be at the same. I want yours to be somewhere here. Right. Now this we're going to do, you're going to insert your stitch marker in that chain 1 space, and come in this other chain 2 space here, and insert your stitch marker. And next you're going to come here and count the number of stitches you have here. I have a total of 12 stitches. Adding with the chain 1 space, that will give me 13 stitches. So I'm going to come down here and count 13 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. This is my number 13 stitch. I set my stitch marker, and I set it here in that chain 1 space. I'll come here and do the same thing. Once this is sorted out, you're going to fold your work. and I'm going to sew it exactly as I'm doing. Exactly. Do your very best that the stitches align. So yeah, I have my chain one space. It's in that chain one space that I'm going to start. And when you're trying to get to the chain one space, make sure that they are on the same spot like the back. So you need to sew there also. And as you're sewing, I always advise you to take your work. Good. Here we go, we are done here. Go ahead and hide those tails. Right now we are done. See, we're going to go ahead and fold this. I'll fold this and turn. You just come back again with your stitch markers. And I'm looking for 22. I'm just going to try to adjust it like this. For my width, I'm looking for 22 centimeters. I have my 22 centimeters already. This is for 0 to 3 months. I need 22 centimeters and I got it already when my work is folded. Now it's true I have my 22 centimeters, right? This last row is really very optional. I just want to give in more space. You must not do this if you have your measurement. So I'm just going to come here and I'll go with the 3-meter size hook. I'll use a bigger hook for the back part and I'll come in that chain 2 space. I'm going to do exactly what we did here. So I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and make one more half double crochet, one more half double crochet, and into the next stage we're going to make one half double crochet, and into the next stage 1 half double crochet and 1 half double crochet. Right, we're going to go ahead and work the chain 2 spaces exactly as we worked here. So go ahead and come into here. Now you work from here to here. We're going to work down also. So we're going to go there and make your 2 half double crochet, 1 and 1, then 2, and into the first stage we're going to make 1 half double crochet and 1 half double crochet into the next chain. Good. And you're going to work a half double crochet all around in those corner spaces. You're going to work them exactly as we did earlier, right? Keep on working, and I'll meet you on this other end, and I'll meet you on this other end here. Okay, now you're going to work and come up. So you're going to go in that chain 2 space and make it 2 half double crochet, and go into the next stage and make your 1 half double crochet, and into the next stage make 1 half double crochet. Yep, we're going to repeat this. You walk, you come here, you walk, and now we'll meet you here. Now when walk and get here, see the corner chain 2 corner spaces that is beside us. We're going to make just 1 half double crochet here. So yarn over and make just 1. Make only 1 half. Make only 1, and in here make 1 half double crochet. Come in here and make just 1 half double crochet in that chain 2 space, And now you're going to keep on working. Now here by the side, we're going to work in single crochets, right? So you're going to come in that chain one space, go there and make a single crochet. Into the next stitch, make a single crochet and a single crochet. You get here in this chain one space, make just one single crochet there, and here we come here, you're just going to come here and make one single crochet. In the next row, make one single crochet. And join. And since this is our corner, we're going to make two single crochet there. Two single crochet for the corner. And now each of those stitches, go there and make one single crochet. Into the next stitch, make one single crochet, one single crochet into the next stitch. I'm going to look like this. Go ahead and repeat this. You make one single crochet, you make two single crochet for your corner, you go down and you're going to work this space exactly as we did here. Okay, the space exactly as we did here. You finish the row and I'll meet you here. I'm going to end here with 2 half double crochet. So you're working the first stitch. Slip stitch. You're going to leave a long tail. You're going to use the saw. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to hold. And now you're just going to hold your work, fold it like this. You're going to sew from here to here. We have something like this. I'm going to take my measurement. This gives me 28.5 centimeters and I need 31 centimeters. So we're going to go around with some half double crochet. I'll continue with this hook. I'm going to go ahead and chain 2. This chain 2 will not count as a stitch. In that same space, we're going to make 1 half double crochet. And in that joining space, you make 1 half double crochet. And into the next stitch, you make 1 half double crochet. And into the next stitch, you make 1 half double crochet. Good. We're going to work in rounds, so you're going to finish this round and come and make a slip stitch here. You take your measurement. If you think you need more rows, and if you think you need more rounds, you're going to go ahead and just make half double crochet until you have your measurement, right? And here I've obtained my 31 centimeters, and in here we did a total of 5 rounds of half double crochet. Now you're going to go ahead and count your stitches, and you're going to insert your hook in the middle stitch. Now I counted my stitches and I have a total of 103 stitches. I will need an even number here, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to do a reduction. I'm going to make these two into one. So you're going to yarn over, insert your yarn over, pull through your 3 loops, insert your hook in the next stitch, and yarn over, pull through your 4 loops, yarn over and pull off 4 loops. This is half double crochet this is half double crochet decrease, and now we have 102 stitches instead of 103. So you're going to do the same thing if you find yourself with an odd number. Good, here we are done, and now our 2 legs are even. We have 51 stitch on the side and 51 on the side. Here we have a stitch marker. And now from this stitch marker, you're going to count 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and insert your hook there, and insert your marker, mark that stitch. Come here and also count 1 and 2, insert your and now we have 5 stitches, so counting from 1 2 3 4 5. And one more thing, this is going to be your middle. So while dividing your work, you're going to use this as point of reference to locate the middle of your work. Alright, take off that stitch marker and insert your hook. I'm going to chain 3, 1 2 and 3, and this will stand for our first stitch. Into that next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet. You're going to take off the stitch marker and make a double crochet into that stitch, and into the next stitch make a double crochet. You take out the stitch marker and make a double crochet into that stitch, and now we have 5 stitches. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. This chain 2 is going to stand for our first stitch. You're going to turn your work and make a double crochet into the next stitch, a double crochet, a double crochet, and on the top of that chain 3, you're going to make the last double crochet. You're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and turn your work and make a double crochet. On the top of that chain 2, we're going to make your last double crochet, and this is going to be everything we're going to make here. Now once you're done with this, we're going to slip stitch in. Before doing that, you're going to go ahead and count your stitches again from here to here and insert your stitch marker. So from here, from this last stitch, I have 46, and on this side I have 46 stitches, and inside here I have 5 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5. We have 5 stitches here. We're going to need 5 stitches there to connect it. So we're going to do that from inside. So you're going to insert your hook in that stitch and bring that in, and you're going to slip stitch inside and chain 1 and turn your work and this is the second stitch, and go into the second and go into the second stitch and slip stitch, the third, go into the third and slip stitch. Here we have the fourth, go into the fourth and slip stitch, and here we have the last, the chain 2, that's the fifth, go there, I have the last stitch, and come to the last stitch, slip stitch and chain 1 and fasten off. Good. You're going to weave in those tails, and we shall have something like this. For the next part of our work, we're going to go ahead and connect the back to our dress. So you're going to go ahead and count the stitches. Let it be in the middle. You're going to flip it down and you're going to sew. Okay, and I'll meet you for the next part of our work. So go ahead and sew this. For the next part of our work, we're going to make one clean up row of single crochet. Just like my whole way out here. Bring that to chain 1 and single crochet in each and every stitch. One single crochet in that chain 1 space. Okay, in that chain 1 space, put one single crochet. So you're going to go all around, make one single crochet all through, and you get here and you fasten off your yarn. We're going to come back and fasten off that yarn. Now we're going to make our straps. We're going to come here, set your hook here. I'm going to go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. This is our first stitch, and into the next stitch I'm going to make the second double crochet, into the next stitch, the third, the fourth and the fifth. We have a total of 5 double crochet. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. This is our first, and we're going to make a double crochet in each of those stitches. Good. And I'm looking for 8 centimeters, and I have my 8 centimeters, and I did a total of 8 rows, here. So fasten up my yarn. You're going to weave in those tails, and you're going to make the second one. You're going to start from here to here. Okay, and 5 stitches also. And for the next part of our work, we're going to go ahead and make the ribbon that we're going to put and our leg. I'm going to go ahead and I'll chain 8, and this is option of everyone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I'm doing this with a smaller size hook, 2.5. And you're going to come into that second chain, insert your hook there and make a single crochet into the second chain, into the next chain you make a single crochet, 8 to the next chain, you make a single crochet, and end of this first row I should have a total of seven stitches. Now to begin the next row, chain 1 and turn your work, and you're always going to start working in both loops. Start the first working in both loops, and now from the second you work just in a back loop, right, like this. Make a single crochet in the back loop, in the back loop, and now when you get to this last one here, you're going to work in both loops. To begin the next row, you're going to chain 1 and turn. You're going to start working in both loops, and from the second you're going to work just in the back loop. And to the last, you're going to work in both loops. You're going to chain 1 and turn. You start working in both loops, and just good. And you're going to repeat this sequence until you have a very good length, alright, and then I can go around the baby's leg. So keep working. And this is what we have so far. I have total 22 centimeters, and it measures 3 centimeters. So as you can see, I'm not fastening off my yarn, so in case I need more, I'm just going to go ahead and add. So you're going to place it like this. We're going to start. Remember here we did 3 rows. 1, 2, and 3. We did 3 rows here. 1, 2, 3. We're going to start sewing on that 3rd row. Now for the only exception for this double crochet rows, we're going to put it into see this here instruction. Just go inside here, so in each stitch. So this goes into that one, this goes for 1, and this goes for I'm going to go ahead and sew this around. Okay, I'm going to push it up like this. So go ahead and sew this around, and I'll meet you here. Well, I ended up adding some few rows here. Down here. And now we're going to see, move up to the end here. We're going to lock that. We're going to lock that space. I'm going to do it from inside. So just bring it up. You need to make sure you're working stitch into stitch. Alright. Stitch into stitch. Don't just do it. This. And so we're going to do the same thing for the other leg. And for the next part of our work, we're going to sew in our buttons. And I'm going to use on this needle. I've already inserted my yarn. And we're going to sew in the second button here. And here we go, we have our beautiful baby's romper. Let me know what you think about this baby's romper in the comment section below, and if there's anything you want us to work on, write in the comment section below. We're going to work on. Yep. And I'll meet you in the next tutorial. And if you're a stay-at-home mom like me, I encourage you to work from home, and I pray God blesses the work of your hands. Now tell me what you want for our next tutorial, and we're going to make that happen for you by the grace of God. Now meet you in the next tutorial. Till then, God bless us and keep us and prosper the work of our hands. Shalom.